Good morning, juice fans. My name is Matthew Armstrong.
And I'm Victoria Whitehead, and welcome to day 85 of our 100-day juice feast.
We got a comment there about someone who said, tried the vegan diet for a year and it didn't work for me, and now I'm doing much better, eating lots of meat and whatever else. It's kind of like a ridiculous statement, really, because to say that the vegan diet, what is the vegan diet? It's kind of like saying, I bought a car. You said that to get from one side of the country to the other, it's a good idea to buy a car. It will get you there. And I bought a car from an auction, and it broke down after a few miles. So cars just don't do it. It's like saying that. Well, sure, if you buy an old banger from an auction, yeah, it might probably has an oil leak or something, and it might just break down. But there's a whole wide range of cars that you can get that will take you across the country. You can get a Mercedes, you can get Volvos, you can get very reliable cars that will give you a very comfortable ride all the way through, where you'll feel good and full of energy and just feel very certain and confident that you're going to get to your destination, and very, very secure as well in this well-armored vehicle. So the vegan diet, it's just a ridiculous saying. It's saying the vegan diet doesn't work, because really, what is it? You could say, okay, I'm going vegan, and then you could just eat French fries from McDonald's 3 times a day, and then some
veggie burgers.
Yeah, do they do veggie burgers?
No, McDonald's don't.
Okay, yeah, I didn't think they did.
No, but usually fries and veggie burgers.
Yeah, or you could go to the frozen food aisle and get everything that says vegan on it, and say, oh, I'm a vegan, but it didn't work for me. I've had low energy and whatever else. So it depends on what you eat. It's not just cutting out the animal products. Yeah, that's a great thing to do, but there's so many other things that you could eat that aren't animal products that are really bad for you as well. There's all anything processed, anything at all that's processed, really. So there's a lot, even in the raw food. You can go completely raw vegan and turn around and say the raw vegan diet didn't work for me if all you eat is nuts and seeds all day and you don't eat anything else. Or you decide you're not going to eat vegetables and you just eat fruit and nuts and seeds, or you just leave some big thing out that's gonna help you. So there's lots of different things in that area. So it's a very sweeping sort of statement to say the vegan diet doesn't work, because it's kind of like saying cars don't take me across the country because that one car broke down that I bought. It's just ridiculous, really. So make sure you're informed, and when you are moving into a more plant-based diet and getting off eating the animals and drinking anything that comes from them, you want to be completely educated and informed and make good choices and persevere with it, because your body does change. You discard your old body of the corpses that you've been eating for years, and all the animal excretions, the dairy and everything. That has to be detoxed out. And while you're going through a detoxification process, you can get tired, you can get feeling sick, because the body is basically saying, okay, we're putting all new stuff in, we got to get all this old stuff out, and it can be uncomfortable. Kind of like on this juice feast, there's times where it might go for like 10 days where it's just like, wow, that's really tough. It's kind of like you're trudging through sludge for 10 days sometimes. But it's not that it's not good for you. You're just going through a detoxification process, and then once that happens, then you're discarding the old. You're getting the toxins out, and then you're going to come through to the end with a new regenerated self. So it's really, you got to give it more time, and you got to make good, wise choices. And at the same time be willing to adapt to new things, because you might be trying some things, some foods might not just work for you. Some foods, my digestive system seems to be very, very good, and nearly anything I eat, no matter how I combine it, seems to work fine. Other people will combine two things that that maybe they're said they're not supposed to, and they'll be sick, their stomach will bloat, things like that. So you got to test for yourself what's going to really work for you, and you got to give it time as well, because you're one of the things that happens is most people suffer from adrenal fatigue. So once you get off all the things that are stimulating your adrenals, suddenly you might get tired for a while. It might take a year, it might take 18 months to regenerate the adrenals and get them functioning properly without all the stimulants that you've probably been taking before, and the hormones and the antibiotics and everything that are in the animal products. So you got to give it time, and you got to get yourself educated, and you got to make wise, healthy choices. Because I know there are a lot of vegans out there who are sick and tired, and they're sick and tired because they're not thinking health. They might have just done it for the morality reasons that okay, it's not cool to kill, hurt animals just for our gluttony. And once you realize that, then it's like, okay, but then you got to bring the health in as well, and you got to think, okay, it's got to be healthy as well, not just buying all the things that say V on it from the frozen food aisle. That's just not going to cut it long term. You are going to get sick and tired doing that. But if you follow a good plan of eating as much living foods as possible, as much raw, as much living foods as possible, then that's going to take you a long way. Eating as much organic as possible, getting the wild plants in, all those things are going to help. It's going to help a lot. And so give it time, and broaden your horizons, and see what's out there, see who's getting results, and see what they're doing. And the people that are getting results, they're not getting all their food from the frozen food aisle. I can guarantee that one. Should we do some yoga?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got a great yoga posture. Let's do that. This is another partner yoga pose that we'll be doing, and it's a fun one. Very Victoria, first of all, go into plow, and then I'll sit up against her back to support her back, and then she'll come up into shoulder stand, and then it will help her align herself and give her a good shoulder stand. And then we'll go into candlestick, and then it will help my my posture, as it will also stretch my hamstrings. And then we'll go a bit more advanced than that and do something else. So watch in as we do that. Okay, so you go into. Okay. So when she's in plow, then I'll sit legs straight. I'll straighten my back as well, so I don't want to be pushing my spine into her spine, so I need to straighten my back here. And then at this point, she goes up in the shoulder stand. Getting as straight as possible, and I'm helping her with her alignment. And I reach my hands up, take the legs to help her straighten her legs. Then this straightens my back as well. And how's that? So it's good to be in communication with your partner, so you're not overdoing it. And then from here, what we'll do is I'll bend forward like I'm doing a forward bend, pull her with me, go up under her head, keeping the feet together here, and then I go down into a forward bend, so it's helping push my forward bend down now. And back up again. So as you go back up, you need to go slowly to let your partner get into the posture. And then you need to move out of the way so they don't kick you in the head. Come down. If you communicate, then they can come down now. Got it?
So, and another thing a lot of people really worry about when they first go vegan is they might lose a lot of weight. And what Matthew was talking about is that your body does it gets rid of the old so that it can then rebuild itself up again. So just, you know, persevere through that, because your body it will get rid of the old toxins that were stored in there and some of the old cells, and then it will rebuild and you'll have your new self, and you'll be really happy with it when you do.
And well, maybe your focus is to, you know, shed a load of pounds, and then you'll be really happy with that as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But then you regenerate a new, more healthy physique, and mind, and spirit.
So thanks for joining us again, everyone. I'm Victoria Whitehead.
I'm Matthew Armstrong.
Take care.